Alright, welcome back to Conquer and Commander. Today we're going to be looking at the Mirror Mastery deck, playing a multiplayer game, going up against some opponents that just have better decks. So let's take a look at who we're going up against here. It's Aurelia, the War Leader, typically Boros aggro. She's good in combat. Then we got Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth, who is Azorius and is good at taxing stuff. A lot of times these guys play cards that make things cost additional mana, like Thorn of the Amethyst. But the Grand Arbiter is just rough by himself anyways. And then we've got Zur the Enchanter, who's just tier 1, top tier commander, being able to tutor stuff, even if it's only converted mana cost of 3 or less. Zur is awesome. Zur is good. Zur is just going to wreck us in this game. I've got 3 lands plus Armillary Sphere. That's usually good to go. So let's take a look and see what happens. Zur starts off with Godless Shrine. I draw Temple of the False God and play Kazandri Refuge. Everybody else just plays basics. Zur comes in with Dark Confidant, which means he's got a bunch of low casting cost stuff. You don't see that too often in Commander games. He gets hit with Replenish, which makes sense considering he's playing with Zur. Azorius, or Grand Arbiter, has Azorius Signet, and I cast my Armillary Sphere, which I will probably pop next turn. He plays Misty Rainforest and goes in after Grand Arbiter. I play my Forest, and I'm going to pop my Sphere before my turn comes around. Frontline Medic is a card that I just don't see played, or I haven't seen played that often. Seems like it could be good, you know, making a Genesis Wave cost 3 less isn't a bad thing. So, we'll see if that comes into play here. Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth plays Manolith, so he's not super hardcore. Vampiric Tutor from Zur, and then Brainstorm. And then he pops his fetch land. Dark Confidant reveals Jeweled Amulet. That's another card you don't see very often in Commander. Plays Glacial Fortress. And then Zur comes out to play. And Dark Confidant goes after Grand Arbiter again. I pop my Armillary Sphere for an island and another island. I play one of those islands and then Veteran Explorer. I don't really have much more I can do right now. Alright, so what's Aurelia going to do here? Nothing. Grand Arbiter tries to play Claustrophobia, but the Zur player uses Force of Will and pitches Jace the Mind Sculptor to counter that. The Grand Arbiter deck, just by the fact that he's playing Claustrophobia, shows me that he's not as hardcore as other Grand Arbiter decks I've seen in the past. So, unless he's got some sort of enchantment theme going on, he's a little more relaxed. But Zur is playing a fairly tuned deck, and so I think we're all going to be boned to Zur. During Zur's upkeep, Aurelia plays Galvanic Blast on Veteran Explorer. It was interesting that he didn't wait until the beginning of his turn to do that. Or I'm sorry, just before his turn. So everybody's going to get to ramp a little bit. I get 2 lands. Everybody gets a few lands. And Zur reveals Jace Beleren with Dark Confidant, keeps attacking Grand Arbiter, and searches up Vanishing for Zur. So he's basically got protection for his commander. And then he plays the Jace, and I believe he just Yeah, he just chooses himself to draw. So I play a land, and I figure it's time to get Riku out there, and that way I can copy Aether Snipe or the Cougar or Deadwood Treefolk. Aurelia suspends Riftmark Knight, and then plays Chandra the Firebrand, and uses her +1 ability to get rid of the Dark Confidant. Riftmark Knight's kind of a goofy card. I mean, it's 2 creatures for 1, but you gotta wait 3 turns. They both have protection and flanking. And he attacks the Zur player. Grand Arbiter comes out, and then Divination gets played, and then another land. Zur draws with Jace. And goes after Grand Arbiter. Oh, he goes after Aurelia. Oh no, he goes after Chandra. My bad. And searches up Imperial Armor to put it on Zur. It's going to make him a lot bigger. He's a 9/12 now. And Chandra goes away. And then... let's see. That's it. Alright. So I go ahead and decide to play Aether Snipe and copy it. So I can bounce the Grand Arbiter. And I try to bounce Zur, but I know all he's going to do is phase out. So there goes Zur. I don't attack anybody. Hellrider comes out to play, as does Silverblade Paladin. This has to be a promo version. I don't think I've seen this one before. Yeah. So he gives the frontline medic double strike, and he has Hellrider out there too. And he sends both of his critters after the Zur player. Oh no, he sends the medic after Grand Arbiter and Hellrider after Zur. I probably would have sent all of them after Zur, honestly. Divine Reckoning. So everybody's boards get hurt a little bit. I'm not sure if Divine Reckoning was the best play there. Honestly, like, the Zur player is so out of control right now that, like, everybody's got to kind of focus on him. And I don't know, that's just my thought. Everybody's got their own ways of doing things. And then Grand Arbiter plays Opt, targeting the Zur player. Zur phases back in. Edge of Divinity gets played on it. So he's real big, and then he searches up Battle Mastery and kills Aurelia. 1-hit kill. Yeah, double strike and all that other good stuff. Zur is just big and mean right now. So I draw Spell Crumple, and what I have to do at this point is get Intet out there just so that I can have a blocker, or I can even try and Ray of Command Zur. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to Ray of Command both of them. Ray of Command doesn't work very well in this deck, specifically because I don't have a sack outlet. It doesn't really matter because Zur just phases out. I don't have anything that I can do to prevent the phasing. Crows and Grip would be great, but it's not in the deck. So I steal Grand Arbiter and I send one after Zur. Yeah, this is dumb. I should have sent both of them after Zur. Just a misplay. Not that it matters, but Grand Arbiter concentrates and attacks Zur. Zur comes back out, attacks Grand Arbiter, searches up Steel of the Godhead, and kills him. Plays Mox Opal, plays Jeweled Amulet, plays Dimir Signet, plays Necropotence, and, you know, it's just goofiness all around. And, you know, with Steel of the Godhead, I can't even block him next turn. And then he phases Zur out. Doesn't matter. I attack with Riku, and he condemns him. But I spell crumple, and then he counter squalls my spell crumple. Oh my gosh! And then I play Intet, and I cycle the Cougar. It doesn't matter. I mean, at this point, we're just goofing around. Zer's got me to rights. He plays Pemin's Aura on Zer and searches up Diplomatic Immunity. There's like 8 or 9 different enchantments on Zer. Oh, but he was only... Oh, I didn't die, actually, because his power was only at 10 at the time that he attacked me. So this gives me one more chance. He untaps Zer with Pemin's Aura when I attack with Intet, and Intet dies. And I play Deadwood Treefolk, but to get back Intet, and play Intet, but, you know, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, you're just boned to like a decent tier 1 deck. I did last till turn 10. I guess there's that at least. But he saved me till last, because he probably realized I was playing, or he knew I was playing the precon. There we go. Quick and easy.